Welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. You're watching the morning edition of Verdict 2014. I'm your host Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. A list of contesting candidates in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir for the fifth phase of elections will be finalized today. Election Commission to scrutinize nominations of over 400 names. Ahead of the third phase of polls, yet another militant attack in the valley. Grenade blasts in poll-bound Pulwama kills one CRPF officer, injures 7 others. BJP President Amit Shah will be back on the campaign trail today. He will address 4 rallies in Jharkhand. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah accuses the BJP of backtracking on the controversial Article 370, blames the BJP for betraying the people of the valley. While scrutiny of nominations filed for the fifth and final phase of elections in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir will take place today. In Jammu and Kashmir, as many as 218 candidates have put in their nomination papers for the 20 assembly seats, while in Jharkhand, 236 candidates will be contesting for the 16 constituencies in the fray. The last date of withdrawal of nominations is on Saturday. Polling in this phase will take place on December 20th, making the end of the mammoth 5-phase elections in both states. Well, ahead of the polling in Pulwama district in Jammu and Kashmir, militants carried out a grenade attack, killing a CRPF officer and wounding 7 others. Militants hurled a grenade at a security party, killing at least one person and CRPF assistant sub-inspector. 4 security force personnel and 3 civilians were also injured in this particular attack. They were rushed to a hospital where the ASI succumbed to his injuries. The militants escaped, taking advantage of the panic caused by the blast. Police said a hunt had been launched to nab them. No militant outfit had claimed responsibility for the attack so far. Pulwama will go to polls in the third round of polling in Jammu and Kashmir Assembly on December 9th. Security forces in Kashmir recovered bodies of 3 militants and a junior commissioned officer during a search operation in Kupwara district of the state. With the recovery of 4 bodies, a total of 7 persons, including 6 militants, have been confirmed killed in Tuesday's encounter. The search operation comes after an encounter between Indian Army troops and suspected Pakistani militants on the line of control in Naugam sector of Handwara on Tuesday. Militants had opened heavy fire when challenged by the troops. The gun battle was on even as Handwara went to polls in the second phase of assembly elections, though it had no impact on the voter turnout. 4 militants were killed in the 27th of November when an encounter broke out between ultras and security forces in the Arnia sector. Moving on now, ahead of the third phase of polls in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir, BJP President Amit Shah is back on the campaign trail. Shah will be on a day-long campaign trail in Jharkhand today. He is expected to address 4 rallies. The campaigns will take place in Bokaro, Saraikela, Harswan and in Ranchi rural, all going to polls on December 9th. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Arunjaitley extended congratulations to the people of Jammu and Kashmir for turning out in high numbers to cast their vote. He was on a day-long visit to Srinagar yesterday for a so-called intellectual meet, setting the tone for campaigning for the third phase of the ongoing assembly elections.
पूरी दुनिया को जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता एक मैसेज और संदेश दे रही है कि अपने भविष्य का फैसला, अपनी तकदीर का फैसला वो अब खुद अपनी वोट के माध्यम से करने वाले हैं.
Finance Minister Jaitley looking to reach out to engineers, advocates and businessmen in Jammu and Kashmir capital Srinagar as the state heads into the third of the 5 state elections on the 9th of December. In his praise for Kashmiris coming out in large number to cast their ballot, Jaitley had a strong message for anti-national elements in the state.
इस देश में रहने वाले हर व्यक्ति को ये तो स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा कि जम्मू कश्मीर इस देश का एक अटूट हिस्सा है और खास तौर से हमारे पड़ोसी मुल्क को भी ये समझना पड़ेगा कि किसी भी तरीके का वो इस्तेमाल करें, इस देश के किसी हिस्से को वो हासिल कर नहीं सकते.
Finance Minister also lashed out at troublemakers and anti-democratic forces operating in the state, stressing that they had failed in bringing about the desired change.
1/6 जनसंख्या जहां रहती है, 1/6 पॉपुलेशन पूरी दुनिया की हिंदुस्तान में, जिसकी इकोनॉमी बढ़ती जा रही है, आर्थिक ताकत बढ़ती जा रही है, जिसकी मिलिट्री ताकत भी है, उस देश में हिंसा, टेररिज्म और इंसर्जेंसी के माध्यम से कोई बदलाव नहीं लाया जा सकता।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to address a rally in Srinagar on the 8th of December, a day ahead of polling in the third phase. 16 assembly segments go to polls in this phase. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, buoyed by record turnouts in the first two phases of assembly polls, PDP has stepped up its campaign in Jammu and Kashmir. PDP patron Mufti Mohammad Saeed and his daughter PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti addressed multiple rallies in the state on Wednesday. Saeed was at Hazrat Bal to garner support for party candidate Asia Nakash. Addressing a gathering, Saeed said that larger participation of the state capital's residents would add credibility and prestige to the democratic process. He said the aloofness of Srinagar from democratic process has resulted in political disempowerment of its people. The former chief minister said that the focus of the post-flood rehabilitation in Srinagar would be on rebuilding of the city's economy and restoration of the livelihood of its people. Saeed said Srinagar should be transformed into a modern city without destroying its heritage.
ये खुदसुताई नहीं, सेल्फ प्रेज नहीं, और उनको भी ये ख्याल था, हो सकता है यही पार्टी जम्मू कश्मीर में अमन और सुकून का माहौल पैदा करे।
Well, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah lashed out at the BJP on Wednesday for the party's silence on Article 370. Abdullah accused the BJP of backtracking on issues it had raised in the run-up to the general elections. Addressing a rally in Nagrota in Jammu district, the Chief Minister accused the BJP of betraying the people on the issue of Article 370, saying the party has buckled under pressure. Abdullah further stated that not implementing the Food Security Act in Jammu and Kashmir was a decision that his government had taken after a lot of deliberation. He denied allegations by the BJP that the state government was not doing any work for the development of Jammu and Kashmir and was misusing people's money. Nagrota goes to polls in the fifth and final phase of voting on the 20th of December.
Reminding people on the issues of which BJP has sought to divide people is not wrong. I have not lied. I have not exaggerated. I have only reminded the BJP of the divisive issues that they have in the past used to fight elections.
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2014. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.